Once a man approached Buddha and requested him to give permission to stay in his monastery for a couple of days. Just after staying there for few days, he came back to Buddha, but this time with few unresolved questions which were disturbing his mind continuously. That man stood in front of Buddha with all the hope as well as curiosity of getting answers of all his unresolved queries. Buddha looked at him with a smile and said, "Okay, tell me, how was your experience living into the monastery? Did you find any change in you during the stay?" Man said, "My Lord, it was completely a mesmerizing experience living here in the monastery. But my basic unresolved problem is still disturbing my mind. And that is why I am not happy with my life at all. Sorrows have made my life totally miserable too. So first of all, please guide me on why all this is happening to me. And why am I so unlucky?" Buddha listened to him patiently, but in spite of answering, Buddha asked him again, "What do you think are the things responsible to make you sad and unlucky both?" Man was so desperate to have the answer from Buddha. But here Buddha himself started asking the reasons behind his problems, unhappiness and frustrations. So being a little bit irritated, he said, "My Lord, you know everything, but still you are asking me the reason of my misery." Then Buddha said, "Look, problem is yours. So you are the one who can tell the reasons behind your problems. If you don't know the causes of your problems, then how can you expect me to know the reasons of your problems that are creating sorrow for you at last?" Man said, "But Lord, people used to say that you are the God on earth. And if so, how someone can believe that God himself is unaware of the problems of their children?" Buddha allowed him to finish first and then said, "Do you think that someone who have understood everything and the real purpose of human life too can give you simply a pill to solve all your problems? If you think like this, then you are mistaken. Everyone has different reasons for their variety of problems. So remedification will also differ from person to person. But one thing is definite, that when you will focus upon understanding and analyzing everything thoroughly, your problem will start unfolding. You will start getting solutions, and finally you will be able to come out of your problem. This is somehow like silently watching over your breath while meditating. And at some point of time you reaches to a stage where you loses your anxiety, tension and all the life related sorrows and get to know the actual remedification to live a problem-free life. That is, living a desireless and attachment-free life. So don't keep on thinking about the things causing sorrow for you all the times. Instead of this, always try to think of the good things which can make you happy and give you the pleasure from deep inside. When you think positive and imbibe the positive emotions into your life, then your problems will begin to end. Understand this universal fact that happiness as well as sorrow both are temporary. Just imagine about a person who came to know through an astrologer that he is going to die tomorrow next morning. Imagine how his way of thinking will change if he has full belief on the forecasting of that astrologer. Now, for this person, all his sorrows, including his anxiety, jealousy, tensions, will look trivial, having no meaning at all. Now there will be 360-degree transformation into his way of thinking. He will try to live his life fully. His mind will automatically be under his control. He would not waste any of his precious moment for so-called silly things like anger, resentment, fighting with people, harming others, but instead he will feel sorry for all his mistakes done so far. But on the contrary, if you are attached with the people and the things and have desireful life, then problems are bound to arise and bring along the feeling of anxiety, jealousy, anger, resentment too. So if you do a small thing, all the problems will end forever. When man heard this thing, that all the problems are going to end forever, he got excited and immediately agreed to Buddha. Then Buddha said, "So take a pen and a piece of paper and stop talking to anyone for at least next 2 days. And then write down all your sorrows that disturbs you the most and reasons of sorrows first, and then your happiness and reasons of being happy on another piece of paper. Mind it, there is no need to make haste. You can take commensurate time to think and then write down the things." Man went back into the monastery and sat in the peaceful corner. After thinking over it, pondering over it for next 2 days, man again came back to Buddha with few papers in his hands. Buddha told him to read the paper of sorrow first. Man started reading loudly. "I keep on comparing my wealth with the people who are more wealthy than me. I remain unhappy to see my never becoming richer and richer day by day. My expenses are higher as compared to my income. I keep on spending my precious time with the wrong crowd. I don't do hard work and consume alcohol in frustration too. I keep on making excuses all the times. My Lord, in totality, I found that my deeds and my thinking is mainly responsible for all of my sorrows." Then Buddha told him to read the things that makes him happy and the reasons thereof. Man again started reading the list of things responsible for his happiness. "Lord, during my stay in the monastery, I got infinite peace. I feel happy and proud for the experience I have gained so far. I am happy because my body is healthy to do hard work. I am happy because I am having blessed parents who keep on guiding me all the times. I am so fit to learn new skills at any point of time. I am having 2 lovely kids and a loving wife. And most importantly, I am happy that humanity is still alive in me." Then the man said, "In nutshell, my deeds and my thought process is mainly responsible for my happiness and sorrow both. So now I understood that whatever good or bad happening in my life is entirely my accountability only. Even I can say that most of my fears are imaginary. That means never occurs at all. But I still remain disturbed for all such fears. Listening to him, Buddha said, "You only have to understand the real purpose of your life, that is to live life happily by building a strong connect with your Creator, that is your Almighty, the Supreme God. Never feel disheartened while solving problems and the things you cannot change, to let it be the will of God and accept it as it comes. You need to admit that your existence will be lost someday. So enjoy your every moment as a celebration. Understand that life is the journey between birth and death only. You can have only one thing under your control, and that is freedom of choice only. So choose to welcome good things with open arms. If there is life, then there will be ups and downs also. So take charge of your mind and thank the Supreme Power for giving all the good things to you. And you will find that your habit of showing gratitude will make your life full of happiness forever." After listening to Buddha, man bowed down and thanked Lord Buddha for blessing him to understand the true meaning of enjoying a life full of happiness, pleasure, and contentment. Friends, moral of this story is most of your fears are imaginary. So always be thankful for all the good things in your life. For watching such inspirational videos, please subscribe my channel.